Hi guys, Katie Book Corner here, and I'm finally coming to you with my September TBR. I filmed it on my camera, but it was too blurry to use, and I just thought, since I have my phone, I'll use my phone for my TBR. So, what am I reading for the month of September? I'm reading a total of 9 books. The first book I actually plan to listen to is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. That is one of the audiobooks I have for this month. And I'm excited to start reading Rainbow Rowell books. And the second audiobook I'm planning to listen to happens to be Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I've been listening to the Lunar Chronicles on audio, and I've been enjoying it so far. So I'm excited to finally step back into the Lunar Chronicles with book 3. This is a lot longer than both Scarlet and Cinder was. I think the audiobook is like 16 hours long, so that's gonna be fun. Another book I plan to read is Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I've heard a lot of people talk about this series and the book, and so I thought I'd pick it up. So this is the first book in the trilogy, and I'm excited to actually start reading it. Since I'm filming this past September 1st, one of the books I was really am most anticipating for September is the last and final book in Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Katie Manzukula, and that is Capturing the Devil. This came out on Tuesday, and I took the dust jacket off just because I don't want anything to happen to the dust jacket. But here's the dust jacket. It looks like this, and I am very looking forward to reading it. I am reading it currently, and I'm enjoying this book so far. I'm already reading Illuminate, and I'm reading Cress, and I already read Eleanor and Park. Again, I'm filming this later, because the first take of it didn't work out. So what is next on my TBR? The next book I have is actually a Brandon Sanderson book. I never read a Brandon Sanderson book before, and I've heard Reagan from Peru's Project talk a lot about Brandon Sanderson. She's been reading a lot of his other works, and so I decided to pick up a Brandon Sanderson book, and it's his young adult book, Skyward, that came out earlier this year, and I am excited to pick this up, read it, and give you my thoughts about it, because it's my first ever Brandon Sanderson book, and I'm excited to see what happens in it. I've heard good things about it. The next book I have is my classic for the month, and that happens to be Persuasion by Jane Austen. This is one of the 16 books I was trying to read for the year. It's my classic, and I'm excited to dive into the world of Jane Austen. And then another book I have is The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first book in the Seven Realms series. I read Flamecaster last month, which is from her other series that she has. So I'm excited to read this book and see what it feels like. Another book I'm reading this month is not out yet. It comes out on the 24th, and that's The Tyrant's Tomb, which is book 4 in the Trials of Apollo series. And it's the final book. I've enjoyed reading The Trials of Apollo, and I'm sad that it's over, but I'm excited to actually get my hands on it and read it. And the last and final book I have on my TBR is a book that I've heard a lot about. Beneath the Bibliophile is currently still reading it, but she's talked about how much she has enjoyed this book. And I actually tweeted her asking if she would recommend it, and she said yes. And so that book happens to be The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and I am excited to pick this book up this month, and see what I think of it, because the second book just came out. So that is my TBR for September. I'm sorry that it's late, but the first take of it didn't come out well, and I wanted to re-record it, but I got busy with work. Now I'm recording it. But that's my September TBR, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!